As a finance professional in a disrupted business landscape, what does it take to be in demand? What does it take to attract great paying international roles? If you're an ICANN member, it'll just take one exam. That's all it takes to complete the globally recognized CIMA professional qualification and the internationally respected CGMA designation. As a CIMA member and a CGMA designation holder, employers will look at you as a finance professional, constantly acquiring new skills to add value to the business. That's why they'll be willing to pay premium to hire and retain you. If you have 5 years of relevant experience and are an ICANN member, you can directly sit for the final exam of the CIMA Professional Qualification, the Strategic Case Study exam. Start studying the CIMA Professional Qualification. Prepare to make an impact.
Good evening, dear ladies and gentlemen. Today is the Thursday, the 9th November 2023. I greet our dear colleagues, the friends of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. It's a pleasure to welcome you to another episode of ICANN on Air. My name is Fumi Olani, and I have here with me my co-anchor, Tosi Akiwumi. I guess, Tosi, it's good to be here today, and thank God for life.
Exactly. It is another wonderful day. And we are here again to also speak with our members, especially on this contemporary topic, Federal Government Policy Trust and the 2024 budget. Of course, you know, it's approximately 53 days before the new year, and Nigerians will actually want to know what exactly about the budget, what do we need to know about the budget. That's why your institute has taken it upon itself to bring this topic to you today so that we can actually learn and we can know all about the Federal Government Policy Trust and the 2024 budget. Let's quickly bring in our 59th president in person of Dr. Innocent Okosa, FCA, for his opening remarks. Our president needs to quickly give us a remark on today's topic because of how important the topic for today is. Ladies and gentlemen and friendly colleagues, join me as I bring forward our 59th president, Dr. Innocent Okosa, FCA, for his opening remarks. You are welcome, Mr. President.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, I'm in the aircraft and I'm constrained a little bit to speak freely. But as you can see, this is one of our engagements with those in government. Budget is a key issue with the government, the stakeholders and government, and we as chartered accountants, we are at the forefront of asking for accountability and transparency in government. We've invited the Minister of Budget and Planning to join this program, and as you can see, he was able to join, but connectivity has been an issue. So I call upon all of us to listen to the program. I thank Dele and his crew for the good job they are doing. Thank you all, and I wish us fruitful deliberation. Thank you. Dele, over to you.
Thank you so much, dear 59th President of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. And Tosin, you know, this Ministry of Budget and National Planning was originally established by the National Planning Commission in 1992. And the aim of setting up this ministry, the mandate is actually to determine and advise the government of the Federation on matters relating to the national development and overall management of the national economy. And I'm so happy that we have this distinguished amongst us, in person of the man that can speak to the topic of federal government policy thrust and 2024 budget, which has been talked about in the past 1 week. And now we have the luxury of time to ask questions from the minister himself. And we hope he comes into the studio very soon. He was with us earlier, but you know how the network can be a bit faulty. So Tosin, we'd like to also mention to our audience to put their questions together. The minister will join us very soon, and then we'll have all the time to ask all the relevant questions regarding this topic of discourse today.
Exactly. So let me quickly take the short profile of our guest on the show today. Like you have rightly put it, the guest has earlier joined us, of course, but because of connectivity issue, of course, he still will be coming back in shortly. But let our audience for today know more about our guest on the show today. Our guest is Senator Abubakar Bagudu, CON. He's a Nigerian politician who is the current Nigerian Minister of Budget and National Planning. He served as Kebbi State Governor from 2015 to 2023. That's a two-term governor. He also served as a senator representing the Kebbi Central Senatorial District from 2009 to 2015. In October 2022, the Nigerian National Honor of Commander of the Order of Niger, CON, was conferred on him by President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR. Our guest on the show today bagged a BSc and MSc certificate in economics from the prestigious Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, and also University of Jos, Plateau State, respectively. He also bagged the Master of Arts in International Affairs degree from the Columbia University, New York, USA. Regarding honors and awards, of course, our guest on the show today has so many laurels to his name, but let me just mention a few because of the want of time. In 2021, the National Space Ambassador Award by the National Space Research and Development Agency, and also in 2019, it was given an award of excellence from the Nigerian Labour Congress. Like I said, I did have a long list of awards and laurels to the name of Senator Abubakar Bagudu, CON here, but for want of time, we just need to mention a few. So this is the guest on the show today, and he will be talking on the Federal Government Policy Trust and the 2024 budget. Like I said, we all are waiting to know what the 2024 budget will look like. All Nigerians, accountants in particular, we want to know what dimension that budget will be taking. So for me, that's exactly why we have this topic today. What do you have to say?
Yes, I mean, it's interesting that this topic speaks to what is being discussed across the social media, in the news, everywhere, even on the tabloid. And we have no other person whose shoulder, that carries the shoulder of this responsibility of planning government activities of the DAT administration. So we'll be very glad to have Senator Abubakar Bagudu back in the studio very soon. I think before he gets into the studio, because we would like to go on a short break, and we'll be right back to take our special guest and also some announcements.
As a finance professional in a disrupted business landscape, what does it take to be in demand? What does it take to attract great paying international roles? If you're an ICANN member, it'll just take one exam. That's all it takes to complete the globally recognized CIMA professional qualification and the internationally respected CGMA designation. As a CIMA member and a CGMA designation holder, employers will look at you as a finance professional, constantly acquiring new skills to add value to the business. That's why they'll be willing to pay premium to hire and retain you. If you have 5 years of relevant experience and are an ICANN member, you can directly sit for the final exam of the CIMA Professional Qualification, the Strategic Case Study exam. Start studying the CIMA Professional Qualification. Prepare to make an impact. As a finance professional in a disrupted business landscape, what does it take to be in demand? What does it take to attract great paying international roles? If you're an ICANN member, it'll just take one exam. That's all it takes to complete the globally recognized CIMA professional qualification and the internationally respected CGMA designation. As a SEMA member and a CGMA designation holder, employers will look at you as a finance professional, constantly acquiring new skills to add value to the business. That's why they'll be willing to pay premium to hire and retain you. If you have 5 years of relevant experience and are an ICANN member, you can directly sit for the final exam of the SEMA Professional Qualification, the Strategic Case Study exam. Start studying the SEMA Professional Qualification. Prepare to make an impact.
Okay, welcome back from that short break. And today, the ninth day in the month of November 2023, we are considering this topic, Federal Government Policy Trust and the 2024 budget. Before the guest on the show will join us, let's quickly take some announcements that we have for you. Tomorrow, 10th of November 2023, will be the International Accounting Day. Fumi, every accountant should be proud of this day, International Accounting Day. And of course, it has been announced that there will be a health walk by tomorrow, 9 a.m. The takeoff point is plot 16, Idowu Taylor Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. Victoria Island, Lagos. All members are expected to be in this venue by 9 a.m., which is the takeoff point, so that we can all go on this health walk. And these societies outside Lagos, of course, are advised to organize their own health walk in their different jurisdictions, while those in Lagos are advised to join the council members, the past president, and the secretariat staff at the Institute Secretariat VI in Lagos. The dress code is turquoise blue t-shirt, jeans, and trainers. Of course, the t-shirt will be inscribed with the inscription of 2023 International Accounting Day. Let's all go there and be part of the health walk.
Okay, and the second announcement is the 22nd Fellowship Conferment Ceremony. The date for that is the Saturday, 16th December 2023, and time is 11 a.m. Please be prompt. The amount for the physical participation is 160,000 naira, and the venue is Landmark Event Center, Victoria Island, Lagos.
Okay, still in the same vein, the 72nd induction ceremony comes up December 4th and 5th. December 4th and 5th, that's for the ACAs. Registration closes November 17th, 2023. The induction fee is 121,000 naira, and the venue is an ICANN Event Center at plot 12, Kofokasimo Street, Lakeview Estate, Phase 1, Amuwo, Dauphin, Lagos. It is not all about qualifying for ICANN exams. It's also the fact that you should be inducted into the membership of the institute. So what are you waiting for? Go and make your application for induction and be part of the 72nd induction ceremony.
Okay, and we have the MCPD training for the sector insurance. So if you want to know more about insurance sector, you should be part of this training. The date is the 22nd to the 23rd November 2023, and the amount is 20,000 naira. So please go register and be part of the MCPD training on insurance.
Okay. For me, another good announcement here is that the regional examinations for November diet will be starting Tuesday next week. At this point in time, there is no other announcement than to wish our future chartered accountants success in their examinations. If we can, certainly you can. Please go ahead. Exactly. Go ahead and be successful in your examinations. We wish you success as you take these examinations from Tuesday to Thursday next week.
And I can also means I can. So yes, you can. Right.
Certainly.
So yes. So the next announcement is the faculty's training program. It's a 2-day workshop on audit of bank charges and recovery. So we have a lot of people that have issues around the bank charges. So I want to see what the banks charge me every now and then. So please make it a date on the November 22nd to 23rd. 2023, and it's a virtual training. The fee is 25,000 naira. So get ready.
Okay, and the next announcement here is to implore our members to go ahead and subscribe to ICANN YouTube channel. Follow ICANN on all our social media handles. Of course, you do that for your different associations, for your different religious associations, for your fans and all of that you do. So for your institute, just go ahead and subscribe to ICANN YouTube channel and follow ICANN on all our social media handles, the Facebook page, the Instagram handle, the LinkedIn. Go ahead and follow us on those social media handles today. Thank you.
All right, Tosin, we'd like to recognize some of our audience here. And in fact, every now and then when the program is on, the first person that I particularly see his message is Fagbola Temitokwe Adeni. And it says it's a beautiful evening in the ancient city of Ibadan. It's nice to be here again. Thank you very much, FCA, for that. And also we have Chukum. Okay, this is not so clear, but of course, we appreciate you for being here. It says it's from Abuja. So Chukum Naru, thank you very much for joining us. We also have Caroline Shobande. Thank you very much for being here. So someone, Oma NS says, I don't think an hour is enough to analyze and demystify the 2024 budget. Toss it over to you.
Of course. That's the perspective we are looking at. Of course, the person believing that the 2024 budget will be a major issue, and we may need to look at it. But let's even start. Then we can pick it up from there if an hour will be enough or not. Okay. This is also to announce to all our members that our ICANN Event Center, located at Plot 12 Kufo Kasumo Street, is available for your usage. So you want to have all kinds of functions, wedding ceremony, birthday ceremony, or whatsoever religious celebration over there, the facility is available for you. It's fully air conditioned at affordable prices. Of course, with discount, you being a member, up to 15%, serene environment, uninterrupted power supply, maximum security, and the capacity of that hall is not less than 4,000 people. So go ahead and make your bookings today. Like I said, as you, for the fact that you are a member of ICANN, you have a discount waiting for you for using this hall. So go ahead today and contact the numbers you are seeing on the flyer. Then, of course, you can be rest assured that you'll be availed all you need to know. Also, for me, like we usually mention, so our members need to also support this program ICANN on Air. And how can they support it? It is by partnering with this program. So you have a business, your business, your products, your enterprise, and all of that. You can come up with us and let's roll an advert for you on this program. Of course, you can also be rest assured that the reach of this program is global. So certainly your advertisement on this program will also be global. And so give us a call today on ICANN on Air regarding your advert for your business, and certainly we will shoot it up to the sky.
All right. So, Tosin, we have a lot of audience here waiting to connect with the minister. I'll say thank you very much to Maud Kolo. Is logging in from Yobe State. And we have Alex Ezomon from the Benin City. So someone says, please, can you share the information on the bank charges training? Yes, we will, and you can always find that on the Institute website. It's available for you. But yes, we can share more details, or you can reach out to your district or any the district you belong for more information. So I'd like to say, so Lukman Okedera, I mean, is optimistic about the minister joining because we can't wait to understand in details what is contained in the 2024 budget. And someone, Antonio Motosho, also says, he just mentioned that it's an exciting experience to be here, and he's saying hello from Moe District. Thank you very much for all of you being here. I mean, we appreciate you from Adamawa State. We see Sulaiman Omeze, and he's saying he's listening from Adamawa State. You know, there's no constraint on this platform, so we're happy to see and to hear from all of you. Tosi. Yes, Tosin. I guess
Okay.
yes, while we wait for Senator Bagudu, we may also like to let people know what the ministry is all about. All of the, the mandate of the ministry, I guess, is good for everyone to understand that uneasy lies the head that wears the crown, especially when you
Sure.
have to put together the budget for the entire nation, right?
Exactly. So you can go ahead and share all that information with our members, because I can see from the comments made by our audience so far that they're actually ready to be part of this show. They actually want to see what will the minister be talking about the federal government policy trust, and also particularly about the 2024 budget. And like I earlier mentioned during the introduction, saying that accountants are usually interested in the budget. That is what will actually tell us the pattern of the economy, possibly in that fiscal year. So we are interested. We want to know what actually will be going on in the budget. And so that's why our members are actually saying that we can't wait for the minister to actually join this call. But certainly, we assure you the minister will be part of this. It's just a network and connectivity issue which we have around here.
And Tosi, I need to mention to our audience that the minister is mentioned that he's ready for all the questions that will come across to him this evening, because that is what he does, and is just a convenient space for him to let you know what is going on with the ministry. And also, I will also let you know that the minister happened to be one of the delegates, so the connectivity issue may be in line with the destination where he is presently, but please, we promise you that you have a touch of the goodness of the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning this evening. So we'd like to just mention some of the responsibilities of the ministry where Senator Bagudu currently features, and the responsibility is formulation of the medium term and the long-term economic and development plans for the country. So one of the functions is the activities, they coordinate the activities of the MDAs as well as the development partners of the nation. And the ministry also coordinates and they facilitate the development in review of meetings and everything that has to do with both financial, economic planning, and even investment for the nation. And also the very important part is the ministry prepares quarterly review, which is part of what an accountant will do, right? So we have people within the ministry that prepare quarterly review of the actual performance of all the MDAs, of both the recurrence of all the capital expenditure and also all the revenues generated from the ministries, all of the ministries in its entirety. So the ministry conducts budget and project monitoring of all the MDAs, and the ministry also coordinates the review. They also develop the performance indicators to track the progress of development partners in the country. So when we talk about the performance indicators, I recall that the present president has actually given a KPI to all the ministries. And one of them is, we'll continue to see all of this in the next month before the end of the year. I believe a lot of them have started work on all these KPIs, and you must make it, because I recall during the ministers' conference last week, the president was very quick to say, if you don't perform, you'll be let out. So that is a precedent that wants to work. So the ministry also advises the states on matters concerning the economy of the nation. So they advise all of the states involved and all of the ministries involved on matters regarding the economy. So that's the bits that we can take. All of you know what the ministry does, and we will bring more information to you as soon as they are available. Yes, Tosin.
That's a good one. Well done for me for taking us through all the activities and functions of the Ministry of Budget and National Planning. Okay, so let's quickly go on a short break. I'll be right back to also take further things with you, even as we await our guest on the show today. Don't go away. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
As a finance professional in a disrupted business landscape, what does it take to be in demand? What does it take to attract great paying international roles? If you're an ICANN member, it'll just take one exam. That's all it takes to complete the globally recognized CIMA professional qualification and the internationally respected CGMA designation. As a CIMA member and a CGMA designation holder, employers will look at you as a finance professional, constantly acquiring new skills to add value to the business. That's why they'll be willing to pay premium to hire and retain you. If you have 5 years of relevant experience and are an ICANN member, you can directly sit for the final exam of the CIMA Professional Qualification, the Strategic Case Study exam. Start studying the CIMA Professional Qualification. Prepare to make an impact. As a finance professional in a disrupted business landscape, what does it take to be in demand? What does it take to attract great paying international roles? If you're an ICANN member, it'll just take one exam. That's all it takes to complete the globally recognized CIMA professional qualification and the internationally respected CGMA designation. As a CIMA member and a CGMA designation holder, employers will look at you as a finance professional, constantly acquiring new skills to add value to the business. That's why they'll be willing to pay premium to hire and retain you. If you have 5 years of relevant experience and are an ICANN member, you can directly sit for the final exam of the CIMA Professional Qualification, the Strategic Case Study exam. Start studying the CIMA Professional Qualification. Prepare to make an impact.
Security is key to national development and growth. No nation can be truly economically successful without peace and stability, or when its security is threatened. This is why we must perform our civic obligation of duly paying our taxes so as to provide the needed resources for government to secure our lives and properties. When we pay our taxes, government is provided with the needed resources to equip our security agencies for a safer Nigeria. The money we pay as taxes is used to purchase equipment and hardware, invest in intelligence and other sophisticated technology, as well as cater for the welfare of all security personnel. A secure nation is a prosperous nation. Nigeria is safer when we pay our taxes. FIRS, it pays to pay your tax.
As a finance professional in a disrupted business landscape, what does it take to be in demand? What does it take to attract great paying international roles? If you're an ICANN member, it'll just take one exam. That's all it takes to complete the globally recognized CIMA professional qualification and the internationally respected CGMA designation. As a CIMA member and a CGMA designation holder, employers will look at you as a finance professional, constantly acquiring new skills to add value to the business. That's why they'll be willing to pay premium to hire and retain you. If you have 5 years of relevant experience and are an ICANN member, you can directly sit for the final exam of the SEMA Professional Qualification, the Strategic Case Study exam. Start studying the SEMA Professional Qualification. Prepare to make an impact.
Yes, we are back from the break, and our time is fast running. Possibly we may not be able to have our guest on the show today because our time is fast running. But we assure you that even if he cannot join us again today, certainly we'll still bring him back for the same topic because our members actually want to understand a whole lot about federal government policy trust and the 2024 budget. But we need to tell you that the minister had joined us even before the program. We were together in the studio before we lost him due to connectivity issues. But like I said, yeah, for me.
Okay, Tosi, I just wanted to corroborate your point, saying that even now the minister tried to join and he was saying, should he put up the video before the internet threw him out again? So better still, I mean, we will be able to get him back into the studio because he's willing to join. He has been the one following up for this to happen. But we'll, so, I mean, the media just mentioned that he just joined now and the network kicked him out again.
Wow.
I guess the network is not our friend today.
Exactly. Okay, so quickly, for our members that attended AAC either physically or virtually, a survey form has been sent by the Secretariat to everybody to complete for feedback. For every program organized by ICANN, we are interested in getting the feedback from our members for subsequent preparation. So if you have not actually completed this survey, please, we implore you to go ahead and complete that survey form. It's actually a form of feedback to the Institute. It actually assists us to prepare better for subsequent programs. So once again, we implore all our members who have not completed this post-AAC survey to go ahead. It takes less than 2 minutes to complete that form. Please go ahead and complete as we await your feedback. Thank you. For me.
All right. So I wanted to particularly share information around how the retreat went for the ministers. So we know that all hands are on deck. We're not speaking for them, but of course, those are the information that we have and we want to share with you. So, I mean, I was privy to be there and I saw how the president was very strict on instructions to say, you have a mandate, you must be able to deliver. And one of them is there is a mandate for them to reform and reactivate the presidential project delivery tracker. So every MDA is able to, in a nutshell or in a dashboard, track all their projects and everything that they have done. So the president also mentioned the priorities for the nation. One informs reform the economy to deliver sustained inclusive growth. And I remember inclusivity being a part of our topic for the conference. So he also mentioned strengthening national security for peace and prosperity, also to boost agriculture to achieve food security. That's very important because people are hungry. You have a lot of people that are starving. So he also mentioned that they have to unlock energy and natural resources for sustainable development and also to enhance infrastructure and transportation as enablers of growth. He also mentioned that they need to focus on education, on health, and on social investment as essential pillars of development to accelerate diversification through industrialization, digitalization, creative arts, manufacturing, and innovation. So the 8th point was that they have to improve governance for effective service delivery. So the president is willing to work. We just all must make them accountable for the position that we have put them in. Of course, we voted, whether you voted for or against, but yes, they have to be accountable for everything that they do. So, Tosin, we may have to read from the comments from our audience right now. So someone is asking that we repeat the announcement on the bank charges training. And that's from Faith Jonah. So from Adejoke Orinowo, she just says good evening. And on a scale to 5, oh yeah. So we are grateful for everyone that joined today. And Tommy Akinwale particularly said another budget of billions and billions and billions. So that is why we call the honorable minister to speak on the budget, because they know what is in the budget and they know what is for. So we'll like them in to speak on this topic that we have today. So someone is asking, when will ICANN finalize their plans for their members to obtain CPA of Canada and Australia, just like the way they did for ICAEW? I would say just keep your ears on the ground. You'll get that information as soon as possible. I know the ICANN is working on a lot of partnership and is all for the good of its members. So someone is saying that's Oma. It also mentioned that I'm delighted to hear from our anchors that the minister is ready to answer all the questions relating to the budget. Yes, he will answer. In fact, if the minister were here today, you would have been marveled at the level of intelligence and how he's been able to talk to us behind the scenes before the commencement of this program. But definitely, it's another day. Sometime, someday, we'll bring it back into the studio to speak on the 2024 budget.
Certainly. And we'll need to apologize to all our members, especially. You can see the comments for me telling you that we are set for the minister. We have a whole lot of questions for him regarding the 2024 budget and all of that. And unfortunately, the minister too was also set for us to also get in and answer those questions. But we need to mention to you that he is not currently in the country, and his current location, of course, we are having connectivity issue as at that, and that's why up till now we have not actually been able to bring him up. But we assure you that we'll actually bring him back on this topic so that our members can actually learn all about the federal government policy trust and the 2024 budget. I can see some comments from here that people are saying that can we take some of those announcements once again, as they have missed some of them we earlier took when we commenced the program. So for me, let's quickly run through the announcement once again, as members are asking to get of those ins you have earlier mentioned. So the first one we said is that tomorrow, November 10th, is International Accounting Day. And of course, ICANN is no exception. We need to celebrate that day as our day. And as such, there will be 2023 health walk commencing from 9 a.m. And the takeoff point is the ICANN Secretariat located at plot 16, Idewutelo Street, Victoria Island, Lagos. Please, all members in Lagos are advised to join this health walk in the ICANN Secretariat. Please join the presidency, the past presidents, the secretariat members, join all of them at the Victoria Island, while members outside Lagos are to go ahead and organize their own health walk in their separate location. And after this health walk, there will also be a press conference at the Institute's Secretariat. Over to you, Fumi.
All right, so the 22nd Fellowship Conferment Ceremony, the date is December 6, 2023, is a Saturday, and it's coming up at 11 a.m. Amount for fiscal participation is 160,000 Naira, and the venue is Landmark Event Center, Victoria Island, Lagos.
Okay, I would have wanted to mention some other advantages that people, members will benefit from becoming FCA, because we have seen people that have qualified more than 10 years, more than 5 years for those in practice, and they are not yet FCA. We will tell you in our next episode all the merits of you becoming a fellow of chartered accountant. So please go ahead and take your form and don't miss this ceremony coming up Saturday, 16 December. Like Fumi has mentioned, please don't miss that. And our 72nd induction ceremony will be coming up December 4th and 5th, 2023. Like I did say, it is not enough that you have qualified. After qualification, the next step is now to be a member of ICANN. How can you be a member? Through induction. So go ahead and obtain and register for your induction. Induction fee is a token of 121,000 naira, and the venue is ICANN Event Center at plot 12, Kofokasimo Street, Lakeview Estate, phase 1, Amuwo Dolphin, Lagos. Please, the registration closes November 17th. So if you want to be part of this 7-second induction, quickly go ahead and register. Thank you.
All right, so the MCPD training on insurance sector, the date also is the 22nd of November to the 23rd, 2023, and it's a virtual mode of participation, and the amount is 20,000 naira. So make it a date.
Okay. And we also mentioned to you that the November diet of the preliminary examinations will be coming up between November 14th, 15th, and 16th, 2023. And that will be next week. So please, all we need to do now is to encourage, charge our colleagues, charge our younger ones, charge our friends who are writing these exams that if you can, indeed, they can also go ahead and pass and become an ICANN member. So we are wishing you success in these forthcoming examinations.
All right, so the last one, which interests a lot of people, is a faculties training program, and it's a 2-day workshop on audits of bank charges and recovery. The date is 22nd to 23rd November 2023, and it's a virtual platform, and the fee is 25,000 naira. So Tosi, I'm looking at interesting comments here. You can see how alert our members are for the minister today, and it's so interesting to know that the minister will be very delighted to see the comment here, particularly about blaming the network and saying that how can the network not make us hear from this very interesting and excellency that we have as our guest. So he said the network has been so unstable. Yes, someone has mentioned it a couple of days, and I do understand and appreciate the challenges of the connectivity. Thank you very much for mentioning that. We truly appreciate. And Olalekan Oshunkoya, he said it's highly disappointing that the minister couldn't join on this program. The level of preparedness to see the program was so high. Don't worry, we will definitely bring the minister very soon. He's a friend of the house, so we can always call on him and he'll be there for us. Tosin, you can take more comments, please.
Okay, Bolaji Nowodin is also saying we would definitely love to have him back. And certainly we assure you on this program that we are going to have the minister back. Like we did say, he has joined us in the studio before the commencement, before we actually went live. But of course, due to connectivity issue, he was being kicked out. So we are sorry one more time. We are sorry for not being having the minister in this program for today.
And Tosin, who can we blame for that? Because we're chit-chatting with the minister behind the scenes before 6 p.m. And right now, when we need him, when we need our audience to particularly hear from him,
Exactly. It's a factor beyond our control, we would say. It's a factor beyond our control, we would say.
Yes.
So okay, okay, go ahead for me.
Okay, I can see John Ode. He says, how can Nigeria ensure more effective utilization of the national budget to foster sustainable economic development? Don't worry. Can I answer the question? I guess no. But definitely the minister will come back on this program to answer that question. And someone says, my rating of today's program, despite the connectivity glitch, is a 4. Thank you very much for giving us a 4/5. You know,
Thank you,
network
Ernest.
can happen to anyone.
It
So,
can happen. It can.
yeah, lastly, Olufemi Olaleye is saying, we look forward to another edition where he will be there, definitely. And I'm cheerful about the assurance of having the minister back, especially on this important topic. Ouma NS Chukun Naru, thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much, all our fans, all our colleagues, for being part of this show today. One more time, we apologize for not having the minister in our midst here today, but we assure you once again that we will do all in our means to bring him back so that we can all enjoy this topic and learn and continue to learn on this platform, HiCan on air. So we want to say thank you so much for being part of us today. Till next week again, when we come back with our guest on the show, we want to say have a lovely evening and remain safe and remain sound. I'm Tosi Akinomi.
Yes, and I guess I have to read Fagbola Temitakwa's interesting comment here. He says, to air is network palava, only God is divine. The second chance will be available. Thank you very much. I will close by saying thank you so much for being part of the program. My name remains Fumi Olani, and have a restful evening.